Hey everyone, welcome to Oils Actually Team. Thursday night live on Facebook. All right, well, we have a guest today. His name's Jeff Norton. Yes, he's a chiropractor, doctor of chiropractic, retired. But he's got something very special to show us, so we just discovered it ourselves. You know, he was doing that Meridian study, and he'll explain it a little bit to you. He's just about ready to compile it all and get it into a little booklet. So here it is, Jeff. Away we go.
Hello, here's part of my fan club. Hi there. How you doing? Yes, as Fran was saying, there's a study that I've been doing with Meridian balancing, looking at Meridian, the energy levels in the Meridian, specifically a thing called belt block. And I've been using, in the past, in my office, I would use acupuncture needles or electroacupuncture, but we wanted to do something for people that don't have their own needles, not that that don't do acupuncture, something that anybody can do for themselves. So I started to research this with use tuning forks instead of needles, because Fran doesn't like needles or electro. So we had the tuning forks, so we used those. They worked, but it was like, okay, we're going to tell people to spend $150 on a set of forks? No. So we knew the oils worked at frequencies. Everything in nature is operating at a frequency. Just like when you see the TV shows of the circus and the guy spinning the plates on the sticks and they start to wobble and he's got to spin them faster, and this one starts to wobble and he's got to spin them. When they're spinning at the right place, they're going to be here. If they start to wobble and lose their frequency, they're going to fall off. If they spin really fast, they're going to go up like a frisbee and go away. So too much energy, not enough energy, balanced energy. So everything in nature is at a frequency. The oils operate at a frequency. We use the tuning forks. They operated at a frequency on the acupuncture points. We knew that the oils operated at a frequency, and so I chose lavender, and we used that for the test that I did. 150 participants, and very interesting results. And like she said, I'm going to publish them in a booklet. But we also, I use an electromeridian machine imaging unit to read the meridians. Acupuncture points have a different electroconductivity than surrounding tissue. Here, I'm going to get in here. You can get close enough. You can see the dial. Here, you see the dial all the way goes to 200, all the way up there. You can hear the sound. Full short. So here, there's an acupuncture point right here called large intestine 4. You can see it reads, about 110. All right, here's my knuckle, same hand. I'm only getting about 15, 20. Same hand, same person. I'm pushing hard as I can here. Here I just touch it, and I'm getting up to 110.
And that's because?
And that's because acupuncture points have a different electroconductivity than surrounding tissue. 5,000 years ago, the Chinese said these points are there, and with modern equipment, we can say, yeah, I could move it over a quarter of an inch away, and I'm going to get here. Show this one. You might have to come down closer. So here's that one, large intestine 4. And you can see it reads about 110. Repeatable. Every time I do it, it's there. I'll go over here. Look at that. And I'm pushing down there. And I can push really hard, and it's still only reading 60. Here, I'm just touching it.
And that's because you know where the points are.
Right. So, what I did was I would find meridian points in my testing that you would use to register a number. And what I decided to play with this just this week is put it within the field. Like you can see the stick, and you can see the wire, electricity, current, whatever goes through these things. So I tried putting the bottle right near it, and I'm going to show you what happened with this one. So come on down here and take a look. So you can see let me know when you're down here. So there's the dial, and right here on my foot is a liver point, a liver meridian. So I put it on here. It's about 75 or so. I can jiggle it around. 75, even if I squeeze this, doesn't matter. So, take it off, put it back on. It's still about 75, 80. Then I just happened to use a bottle of lavender, and I just held it within the field of this, and I put it on there, and you can see it increases the energy. Now, there are normals that, like when you're reading these things, just like in blood chemistry, there's normals. A normal range for a meridian's energy would be someplace between 80 and 120. If it's higher than that, it means it's really excited. If it's lower, it means it's depressed. You need to tonify, you need to sedate. So I can, like I said, I took this, put it on there, same point. Okay, now I can get there may still be a little residual energy left in there, but I'll give it a second or so and I'll go back to that same point. It's back down to 80, same point. So the oils do affect our energy levels. Not worried about a sickness, a disease, or a condition. It's just our energy levels, our wellness. So you can see just using that lavender. Lavender, I've always heard, is like an adaptogenic oil. Some people use it to calm themselves down at night, put it on their pillow, sleep. Some people will smell it aromatically to help lift their spirits. So that's giving them energy. It's spinning that plate a little faster. So just wanted to show you that. Oh, I also, for fun, I wanted to see what would happen with friend's mom does take a medication for her heart. We had a little issue with that yesterday. A little scared us a little bit. But here I'm going to show you what happened with that. So here we go again. Let's see the point. Get back down here again. Reading about 90-ish. And I just took this, cover the name, and put it on there. I'm going to hold both of these at the same time. And I put it on there. And you can see it doesn't do anything for me. I take it away. Stays the same. I grab that lavender. And a cup it goes.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you were going to tell people what made you start this study. Like, you're checking that one meridian there, but what about that belt block? What is it that when you clear the meridians or bring energy up or bring them down in the meridians, what is helpful about that?
Well, in doing the meridians, you've got points on the hands and points on the toes, and you read them, and they should be balanced in that range of 80 to 120. So when I was in practice, I would have a patient come in, back pain. First, second, third, fourth visit. First visit, they were on a scale of 1 to 10, they were a 9. Visit 2 at 9. Visit 3 at 9. Visit 4, gosh, maybe 8 or 9. I'm like, darn. 4 visits, I was really hoping something was going to happen. Well, Fran was my office manager at the time, and she put something through the computer system that we had in the office, a little note to me, so when I was in the room, she said, did you check for a belt block? And I hadn't. So I got my Meridian imaging unit, I tested them, sure enough, they had a belt block.
And what's a belt block?
A belt block, they had high energy on all the points on the hands, low energy on all of the points on the feet. Mm-hmm. And what we would do is use this graph.
And this is the graph you used in your study. I use.
These are the hand points, these are the feet points. So this person, let's say all of their points, wound up down here someplace, and all the other points wound up here someplace. So I could basically draw a line and split these meridians. They were all gathered up here, all gathered down there, and this is what they call a belt block. It can be caused by a mechanical injury, a car accident, seat belt jamming against your waist. With it can be tight pants, tight jeans, tight pantyhose, ooh la la sassoon, you gotta lay down on the floor to put them on. With a guy, it can be a heavy carpenter's belt, or a lineman's belt, or a policeman's belt.
You mean there aren't police women or carpenter women?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Carpenter person, or a police person. Jeez. Getting PC on me here. So, yes, and there might be some guys out there wearing pantyhose. Joe Namath did it, right? He said he wore them out during the wintertime. Anyway, pardon me for being fit 1950s. Me too. So, I did that, and I found this split. And what happens is it's kind of like a speed bump, or like when you go into a parking lot and there's that cement thing to keep your tires from going over, to keep you from going that way. So it's kind of like having one of those things across the middle that stops the energies from flowing. They're supposed to just flow from the top to the bottom evenly, nice even highway.
Up and down.
Up and down. But when that belt block is there, things don't flow. I graphed that fellow for the belt block, found the belt block, treated him for the belt block, and the next day he came in, I says, well, how are you today? He goes, I'm about a 3. So that energy was blocked his body couldn't do what it was supposed to do. So when it's one of the systems in the house.
And you've even found one woman that she, after you did the belt block, after a car accident or something you were helping her with, and you
The pregnancy
found that,
one? No. She just wanted to get pregnant and was married 2 years, wasn't able to get pregnant. And she knew that she's a chiropractor, she knew that I did these things called patterns. And there was a reproductive organ system pattern on the lower abdomen that you would do acupuncture. It's 6 or 8 points. And so she was coming in for that, but I thought, well, first I'm going to graft her. So I grafted her. She had a split. She had a belt block. All the energy was on the top, none on the bottom. So I grafted her, belt block, treated for the belt block, cleared, did the acupuncture. Came in the next day. I said, okay, we're going to graft you again, belt block again. It happened 3 days in a row. I would treat for the belt block, it cleared, and then I would do the pattern. And the third day, I saw that there was a belt block, and something in the back of my head said, ask her if she ever had a sexual fright. And that's just the way it came out. I said, have you ever had a sexual fright? And she goes, well, I don't think so. No. Okay, just something said ask you that. She comes in the next day, she goes, I was thinking about what you asked. She said, I dated the high school football captain, and nothing, got a little frisky, nothing happened, but she says, I didn't think about that for years. I checked her for a belt block, clear. There can be an emotional cause for a belt block.
And the oils can work.
And the oils
How?
work. You put the oils, as in the study, you put the oils where the belt block is treated, and after this, doing the study, I found that these things were opening up. But you can read all about it when I published it.
But you don't really need to test for a belt block, do you, to use the
you
oils?
brush your teeth every day, not because you have cavities. You don't wait for a cavity to brush your teeth. You use the oils on a daily basis. You should. So you just use this oil. I use lavender, like I said, because it's kind of like an adaptogenic. It can bring things up. It can calm things down.
And you can switch your oils out, too.
Absolutely.
Check which one's good for you. Thank you, Jeffrey. And thank you all for joining us. All right, off we go. Until next Thursday. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Jeff. That was wonderful information.
You're welcome.
Bye.